Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and it appears the few brain cells left for Adam Schiff, well, they're having a war with each other. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Adam Schiff is absolutely melting down at the prospect of former President Donald Trump winning in 2024 and becoming the next president of the United States. Now, this is the same man that told you he had rock-solid evidence of Russian collusion, and after the Mueller report came out and said there was none, he never produced it, lied on national TV, and yet they keep bringing him back on to tell his lies and complain about Donald Trump and cry and whine and be the big baby that he is. Now he's sounding the alarm. Oh, he's sounding the alarm, folks. Trump is never going to leave office. He's never going to accept the results of the election. No, we're going to accept the results of the election because Trump's going to win. And when he does, will you accept the results of the election? You know, the way you didn't in 2016, the way you argued that it was stolen by Russia, you hypocrite. Are you going to accept the results? I want you to watch his meltdown here and let me know what you think of it when you comment on this video. So take a look and let me know what you think.
Close.
So, Congressman, you have Laura Trump, who's the co-chair of the Republican National Committee. She was at Turning Point USA's Actions Detroit Convention, and she had this to say about the message they want to put out there on the street.
We are also sending a loud and clear message out there to anyone who thinks about cheating in an election. If you cheat in an election, we will find you, we will track you down, and we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law.
I'd say that's a little bit of projection to some extent, because all of that could be applied to what they're already planning to do. They've already made a big deal about amassing over 100,000 people who will be poll watchers, which is nothing more than just voter intimidation at various polling places. What are you hearing and seeing coming out of the ranks of the Democratic Party across the country, creating the coalitions and the efforts to also safeguard against what is clearly a stated effort to catch cheating by Republicans, but instead really claiming it's Democrats are the ones doing the cheating?
Well, that statement you just played was very rich, considering that with their whole fake elector plot, this is exactly what they were trying to do, defraud voters of their legitimately cast ballots. But in terms of what the Democratic Party is doing, we are very concerned that they're going to try to suppress the vote in many ways, suppress it, as I mentioned, with these voter suppression laws, but also suppress it with having people intimidate others at the polling places and putting out messages that essentially try to discourage people. And, we've seen in California and certainly in other parts of the country as well, efforts in particular to discourage voters of color from going to the polling place through intimidation and scare tactics. We want to make sure that we push back against that we have legitimate efforts at voter protection. And so, we are, I think, marshaling election experts and others to volunteer and try to make sure there isn't that kind of intimidation going on, that everybody's vote is counted, that where these states have purged voter rolls in an effort to make it even harder for people to vote, that we're getting people re-registered. So we are taking this as serious as a heart attack, because at the end of the day, Michael, as you've often pointed out, this is going to be close, and it's all going to come down to who turns out. And given the efforts Republicans are telegraphing, it also may come down to whether they succeed in invalidating the legitimate votes of people.
So just real quickly before